right, guys, get this. Patrick Mahomes released a highlight video of himself working out that was also mixed with some of his famous plays in his short career. Some of the plays included his no-look passes and the touchdown scramble against the Titans in the playoffs. So, Shannon, this is your guy. Do you like Mahomes releasing this video? How do you feel about it?
It doesn't bother me because sometimes I don't think people knows what goes into when a guy does something on the field. A majority of the time, I would say 95% of the time, they practice said play that you see on the field. There's no way Patrick Mahomes goes into a ball game and attempts to do something that he hasn't practiced. That's why you practice. Therefore, when it becomes second nature when you get into the game. Now, I know Skip doesn't like that, but the man has perfected it. I mean, how he can look to the right and be throwing the ball and throw it on the money. Skip, look, I know you don't like these hype videos, but they don't bother me. It just goes to show you that, look, guys, I know we might be in a quarantine. We're dealing with a pandemic and everything is locked down, but I'm still putting in work because I believe that we're going to have an NFL season, and I'm going to pick right up where I left off. They're going to be I believe they will be the favorite to get to and win the Super Bowl again. And it's been one reason and one reason only. Patrick Mahomes, there is no doubt, is the best quarterback in football. He's the best player in football. And they're going to be to deal with for the foreseeable future. So I don't have a problem with it. They need to have me talking in the background. But other than that, it's cool.
Oh, so you're auditioning now? You're campaigning that you should be the MC of his hype videos from here on? Oh, great.
Yeah, I should be doing the voiceover. You know how they have the narration, somebody like a football life, and the guys talking in the background. That should be me talking about my homeboy.
Yeah, like Liev Schreiber on all the hard knocks, and Liev's great on Ray Donovan, and I hope they bring it back. But the point is, I am always increasingly suspicious of a rising star who has to keep telling you how great he is. I thought this hype video was a little beneath the dignity of a kid who just won the Super Bowl. Now, the point was, in the Super Bowl, I thought he was pretty ordinary. Again, to the victor go the spoils, but really? Were you that great, Patrick Mahomes, in the Super Bowl? Were you revolutionary in the Super Bowl? Did you complete 2 or 3 no-look passes in the Super Bowl? No, you did not. Actually, you threw 2 interceptions late in the Super Bowl, and actually, your QBR was only 61.6, which on a scale of 0 to 100 is just barely above average. And actually, you threw for only 286 yards, which is not exactly Mahomes-esque sort of passing numbers. And actually, Patrick, the play of the game was 3rd and 15 from your 35, and that came with 7:13 left in the game. And if you don't get away with what you got away with, you're going to lose that Super Bowl because you were behind at that point, and you're down 20-10. And what did you do, Patrick Mahomes? You had a rusher right in your face. And I guess you did throw that as a no-look, but not by design.
Yeah.
You just heaved a pass and a prayer. You just flung it to nobody. You threw it up into the flat where you hoped Tyreek would be. And the truth was, you threw a punt that Tyreek had to actually come back to catch and actually waved for a fair catch because it was so high, he was hoping he wasn't going to get blasted by a DB, so he hoped he could fair catch your pass. That's how lucky that pass was. And if you don't complete that one for 44 yards, I think you're going to lose the Super Bowl. And by the way, speaking of that, there came another play by Jimmy Garoppolo late in that Super Bowl with 1:40 left, in which Emmanuel Sanders, if we could see this, broke wide open, and Jimmy G missed him, just cold missed him. Here it is. And if you don't, Patrick Mahomes, if Jimmy G doesn't miss this throw, all of a sudden they're going to be ahead 27-20, and there's going to be a minute and a half left, And maybe you'll come back and win it, or maybe you won't. But that's how close you came to losing a Super Bowl in which you didn't play that great. So don't hype video me off that Super Bowl, because I got to tell you, I'm not yet that impressed.
Well, you should be very impressed. And I know one Cassius Clay later became Muhammad Ali as a rising superstar, told you how great he was, went out there and backed it up, said I am the greatest, I can't be beat, I'm pretty, I'm handsome. You're not that, he was a bad man. He told you that. That's what he did. Skip Bayless, why do you do that? Now, in the last Super Bowl Tom Brady won, did he play revolutionary? Was he outstanding? No, 0 touchdowns and an interception. But they won the game, and his QBR was under 40. His first Super Bowl, was he revolutionary? No, but they won the game. You said he made the plays when he had to. Did Patrick Mahomes not make the plays when he absolutely had to? Absolutely. Get a man some credit. And he did this at 24. 24-year-old Super Bowl MVP.
Yeah. Did Tom Brady put out a hype video after his first Super Bowl, or his second, or his third, or his fourth, or his fifth? Nope, 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 nope. You know and I know he mostly let his actions speak, his performance speak for him.
Let me ask you a question. By his third year in the league, was Tom Brady thought of as the best quarterback, the best player in football? Absolutely not. You and I both know. Had Tom Brady thrown for 5,000 yards and had a 50-touchdown season? Absolutely not. Had Tom Brady by his third year thrown for more touchdowns, more yards than any other quarterback in NFL history? Absolutely not. So stop this, Skip Bayless. It's Tom Brady's first 3 years as a starter, first 3 years in the league, and Patrick Mahomes' first 3 years are not comparable. You know that. So look, Tom Brady, we don't know what Patrick Mahomes is going to be 10 years, 15 years from now, but he's off to an unbelievable start. Tom Brady, we know what he is, what he became. So this notion that Patrick Mahomes is like some chicken feed in his first 3 years and Tom Brady was this mythical being is just not true. Nobody thought Tom Brady would go on to be this. We're going to be disappointed if my homeboy don't go on to be even better than what we've seen the first 3 years. I can see 4, 5 MVPs like Peyton Manning, 4 or 5 Super Bowls, and then we're going to have another discussion. Now, it might be 3
Shannon,
in that conversation for GOATs.
In Tom Brady's first 6 years, he didn't have anywhere near the weapons that Mahomes has had from the start in an offense run and called by Andy Reid that is a bombs away, throw it and throw it and throw it offense. Patrick Mahomes fell right into the heavenly lap of Andy Reid, and I give Andy all the credit for trading up to draft him, but you know and I know he was in the perfect spot to do what he has been able to do. And the kid is gifted. There is no doubt about that. But I don't need to see a hype video. And more important, the audacity of this kid to also include that run that he had late in the first half of the epic comeback or epic collapse that the Titans suffered at Kansas City in the previous playoff game, as you know, with 11 seconds left in the first half. And this put them ahead 21-17. This is the most overrated run in playoff history. I have never in my life, watching pro football or any kind of football, seen more missed tackles or more bad angles on any run. It's only 27 yards. It feels like it's 77 yards because Patrick Mahomes is not very fast. He weighs around 240 pounds. He chugged up the sideline, and it was like the Titans were suddenly playing flag football, reaching for a flag that wasn't there. Down at the goal line, they weren't even trying to get him on the ground. I have no idea. Maybe they just quit because they saw the handwriting on the wall. I don't know what happened, but that was shameful. The missed tackles and bad angles that were taken on Patrick Mahomes. That run should never have happened, and that kid should never include that in his hype video because that doesn't qualify.
Skip, I've never seen a quarterback change hands so many times because he starts with the ball in his right hand because he's right-handed looking to throw a pass. And then he throws the head fake on the linebacker. Then he's on the sideline. He puts the ball to the left. Okay, he's running. He says, you know what? There's a guy that's on my left. I'm going to have to stiff arm him. So he switches the ball back to the right arm. Heisman pulls the guy, spins his way into the end zone, and slams the ball over the end line like Dan Bryant tried to do against the Green Bay Packers. Touchdown, ball game.
All I know, Shannon, is I got to get a new TV because I saw something very different than you saw. But up there in your palatial estate in Bel Air, I know you've got the greatest TVs ever made, the latest TVs ever made. I need to start coming up to your palatial estate to watch these games because maybe I'd see something different that I didn't see in that run.
Just picturing Shannon with all these lovely TVs surrounding him for all of his viewing pleasure. We actually have to talk about a different guy that Shannon seems to be a big fan of, and that is Tua. But one former NFL GM thinks drafting Tua in the top 10 would be irresponsible. Skip and Shannon weigh in next.